This issue of Batman introduces a new villain. On a dark night at the port of Gotham, a truck pulls up as workers approach it with armed guards on standby. One of the workers yank open the door to reveal an unexpected surprise. "It's an he yells. But before he can finish, someone inside shoots him. Later, the news broadcasts show that Gotham's port is in complete chaos as the police finally arrive. Meanwhile, inside the financial district in a secret bunker beneath the bank, the Minotaur watches the news. "Over a truck?" he questions. His assistant adjusts his glasses while staring at the screen. 2 nights ago, the Clanuri and the Black Fang ran a job they tried to keep off books from us, with the former paying the latter in uncut stones the Fang owe the Thieves Guild. Said stones were cleverly stashed in a Besna truck's gas tank. Of course, some random rat-ass undergang tries to boost said truck. Chaos ensues. Now 3 of our partners are locked into a gang war over a stupid coincidence. The assistant explains. He rubs his eyes and takes a few pills. The Minotaur pinches his nose between his eyes. Coincidence only brings good fortune. This is a conspiracy. We have a rat. Find them. And in the meantime, freeze all Taurus accounts at the bank now. If the only thing these animals understand is money, then none of these animals can have any until they learn to act like men. The Minotaur calls for parley. He snarled. "I'm in the mood to ruin everybody's night, so call your little Morlocks in the sewers and drop the smoke." Meanwhile, in Harbor View, Bruce Wayne steps into the office of Dr. Zeller for the 2nd time in the same day. But this time he's dressed like a court-appointed lawyer. "Dr. Zeller? Dr. Annika Zeller?" Bruce says as he knocks on the door. Dr. Zeller is walking on her treadmill while working across multiple computer screens. "I'm working? Talk to Dr. Batman!" Dr. Zeller shouts without turning around, continuing to work. "Beg your pardon?" Bruce asks, noticing a stuffed bat on her desk. "Ask him your question first. In detail. He's only a stuffed bat, so he's pretty dumb. The stuffed bat over there. Engineering named him Dr. Batman. Everybody's got to go through Batman to get to me," she explains. Bruce looks at her with a confused face. I don't understand," he say, puzzled. "Are you new here? First time in the building or something? Office policy, new guy. When people come to me with project-related problems, most times the solutions present themselves while they explain it to me. But for me, it's a total train of thought derailment. Flows shot, momentum gone, time wasted. So tell the bat. And if he can't help you, then I will," Dr. Zeller says without looking over her shoulder. Bruce gives in and leans down to talk to the stuffed animal. "Doctor, Batman, why titanographene? It's rare, patented, difficult to fabricate, expensive." Dr. Zeller quickly responds. "Won't last. We play the long game here," she says. "We're fighting a forever war against a persistent hostile condition, the chaos in our patients' minds. It can only be countered by persistent benevolent tactics. One day the crown of storms will be no different from a pacemaker, so we build for permanence now. Otherwise, we may as well be making boats out of paper." Bruce walks up behind her. "Tough sell," he says, but Dr. Zeller stays locked in. "Maybe if I ever get into a room with Bruce Wayne to plead my case, I'll let you know," she says. Bruce presses the off button on her treadmill, causing her to let out a scream while falling into his arms. "Bruce Wayne, hi," he says, stoically. She looks at him in distraught. "Dr. Annika Zeller, hi. Have we met?" Bruce thinks about meeting her as Batman, but nods, "No. Don't think so. It really is my first time in the building. After the, events of last night, the Riddler and whatnot. I thought I'd pop my head in, see if everything was okay here." Dr. Zeller abruptly turns. "If I knew attempted robbery was what it took to grab your time and attention, I'd have broken in myself a year ago, Mr. Wayne." She barks at him. Bruce opens the door. "Bruce, and my time and attention are all yours tomorrow night. Say 7? I'll pick you up. Sorry to interrupt your flow, Doctor," he tells her while leaving the room. Dr. Zeller peeks her head out in surprise. 7? 7 what? I don't," she yells, but Bruce stoically walks off. The other scientists all gathered in surprise. "Do you have a date with Bruce Wayne?" one of the scientists asks. Dr. Zeller looks at her blushing. "What? No what? No, she murmurs. Meanwhile, red smoke leaks from the sewer all around Gotham, which scares the public. They believe it's the doing of another vigilante in a costume. The officials of the city assure the people that there isn't anything to worry about. Nighttime hangs over the city again, and someone knows everything is not well in Gotham. Lonnie Machine, aka the villain Anarchy, stares out the window covered in paper. Damn it, damn it, damn it, he murmured. The red smoke is a bad sight, and the fact that it's goons circling outside his apartment doesn't make it any better. He turns around and begins stuffing items in his backpack, then puts his mask on. Okay, be cool. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Be cool, grab your gear, and come on. He coaches himself before turning from hearing a noise coming from outside. Suddenly, two thugs from outside slams through the window with a note taped to their body. Friends of yours? Seem pretty stupid? B. Lonnie stares at the note before running to the door in a panic. He runs towards the window, jumping out without second thought. But Batman grabs him before he gets too far. What was the plan here, Lonnie? Batman asked before swinging back to the building, throwing Lonnie through a window. Because this one seems pretty weak, Batman growls. Lonnie manages to stand up and spray Batman with his spray paint can, sparing himself a few seconds to run. But nevertheless, Batman swiftly glides across the room and kicks him in the face, knocking Lonnie out. Later, Lonnie wakes up hanging upside down with Batman sitting in front of him. You have gangs of goons lurking around your squat waiting to get you. Doesn't add up. How did a truck you didn't steal make Anarchy the Gotham underworld's most wanted? Batman questioned. Blood rushes up Lonnie's face. I don't know, man. I swear. Guy paid me $1,000 to boost the truck and dump it into the river. That's it. That's all. But everything went bad. Batman stares at Anarchy's mask. Dead driver, dead flunky, dead cops. The Black Fang, the Besnas, and the Thieves Guild gunning for each other and for you. Bad undersells it, Lonnie. Batman leans in closer to Lonnie's face. You're really scared here, Lonnie. You're so scared you jumped out of a window with no way down. Who are you running from, Lonnie? Batman asks him. Lonnie gives him a confused look. Are you messing with me? I can't tell if it's the concussion or the blood rushing to my head, or if you're messing with me. Some detective you are. Haven't you noticed how quiet it's been? How the freaks are all laying low and there's nobody but jank-ass street gangs pulling jobs out there. There's a new guy in charge of organized crime in Gotham, and I'm telling you, he's got it really, really organized. Meanwhile, the Minotaur gathered all the crime families of Gotham City in the old Wayne Manor Tower. While they're all sitting around a table, the Minotaur steps out the shadows. Where there is value, there is crime. Where there is crime, there is profit. And where there is profit, Taurus shall reap. The Minotaur says, informing them that they're all part of the Taurus, a fraction that works together and earn millions. And it works, as long as the 7 of us work together in harmony. He gestures to his assistant, who breaks down how since the gang war has started, the Taurus fraction is down $4.4 million each. At this rate, we'll miss quarterly projections in 8 days, he explains. The Minotaur reaches for the curtain for the stage. In my function as the bank, I froze everyone's accounts. I thought if money meant more than your bond to the rest of us, cutting everyone off would get your attention. But just in case, I brought some of your family here tonight. The Minotaur explains the curtain being pulled away, exposed a family member of each Taurus member with guns aimed at them. Oswald Cobblepot eyes open wide in terror as he sees one of his penguins. The Minotaur explains that he built the world's first resilient criminal empire. In 20 months, the Taurus would control every revenue stream in Gotham, both criminal and legal. In 20 years, the world. He lifts his hand. When one of us earns, we all earn, he barks at the group. All the armed guards cock their gun, but when one of us bleeds, we all bleed, says the Minotaur as he closes his fist gun shots, flood the room in the manor, and bodies slump to the floor. Meanwhile, Batman swings through the city, thinking about his conversation with Lonnie, who was terrified. He's called the Minotaur, Batman. He's turned Gotham City into a labyrinth of crime, and you're too late to stop him. Gotham City, we're already trapped inside of it with him, and there's no way out.